Good morning. Today I will be breaking down the cadences that I wrote and that I use in most of my videos, including this part right here, the one that's going on right now, and the one that's going to play during this intro. So there are two different cadences that I use in all my videos, the one that just played in the intro, and also the one that's playing right now, I use in the background track. So we're going to go in chronological order and do the intro one first. So this one is entitled False Hype. And the reason it's called that is because I wrote this one for Deptford High School in 2011, I believe, something like that. And this was written because the band director requested that I write some really exciting and cool cadence that the drumline will play to march the football team out to the field and get the crowd all wild and riled up and hyped. And yeah, that's why it's called False Hype, because the football team was really, really bad. So the least we could do is give everyone a false sense of hype to start the game out. And then that would slowly go away as the team started losing. But the cadence was pretty cool. And this whole thing was actually written on the fly one day before a football game. Got with the drumline and we hashed it out in a couple of hours, and this is what it turned into. And I gotta give credit to the students of Deptford High School from 2011, I think, because they also had some contributing parts in this. It was mostly mine, but they changed some things in here, so good for them. And then this was also changed a little bit more because we did it again at University of Delaware when I was the graduate assistant there, and we kind of beefed it up a little bit, so because those guys are all like a bunch of drum corps dudes, so I had to make it a little bit harder for them. So basically this cadence has evolved over the years into what it finally turned into as the track on my YouTube videos. Alright, let's talk about the beats now. We're going to start with the snare drum part. So the very first thing is probably the most difficult thing because you have a bunch of rim shots solo. So wherever the center snare is, you got to make sure you hit all those left-hand pings. Like that. First try. Yes. Then we have some stick clicks while the bass drums play their groove, followed by the A section of this cadence, which is pretty standard and not too hard. There's actually a split part in this, and this is the first guy's part. And the other part goes like this. So both those parts together in the third bar, it'll sound sort of like this. Right, you got those split shots. It should sound pretty cool and exciting. Now we have some more rim clicks in here, followed by some more pings. Make sure you get those left-hand ones. Then the B section is this really easy 2 and 4 groove. I'm not even going to play it because it's very simple. But then we get to the end and there's even more rim shots. So make sure, that's right, get those left-hand pings nice and accurate. Okay, then the tenor part is also pretty easy. So I'm using a 6-pack. I got 2 Gocks. This can be done on either just a regular 5-pack or a 6-pack. You can do it either way, it doesn't matter. So the A section goes like this. And the B section, there's a little bit of spock shots. If you have 2 spocks, you'll do the left shots on the low and the right shots on the high spock. But if you have 5 drums, you could either do both shots on just the high spock, or to make it a little more tasteful, you could do the left-hand shots on drum 2. So you got, because this groove sounds kind of cooler if those shots are on different pitches. So if you just have 1 spock, you can do it this way. But if you got both, then do it like this. And fun fact about this B section, this is something I actually ripped straight off of the internet. I believe it was the Blue Devils were doing some kind of jam session, and this was the tenor part, and I thought it was super groovy and super easy, so I put it into this cadence. And similar to the snare part, make sure you get all the pings that are on the spock drum. It's a little bit easier when you're playing match grip, but still, be accurate with the ping shots. Okay, then the bass drum part, it just holds the whole thing together. You start out kind of with like a little bass drum unison solo, very easy, just 16th note with 8th note rhythms. Then we get to this middle section is a bass drum feature again. Now in the sheet music that I provided, and also when I play it in my videos, it's written for 6 bass drums. This was the arrangement I did for University of Delaware, and they had 6 bass drums. But you can also do it with 3, 4, or 5 bass drums. You can probably do it with 2, but that might be a little goofy. So honestly, what I did when I first wrote this for Deptford High School, I just took 4 of the bars in the legato exercise and just put them in there. So that's what you can do if you have a legato split, like 1s, 8th note pattern, and then 2s, 3s, and 4s. I do it with the 4s because that sounds the coolest. The patterns I use, if you have 6 bass drums, I do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then repeat that. For 5 bass drums, what I've done and what I'm gonna do in the performance coming up in a second, because there's only 5 bass drums at the commandant zone, those are the drums that I use. The check of that, I do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then repeat. For 4 bass drums, you can do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, repeat. And for 3 drums, you can do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. And if you're unlucky enough to just have 2 bass drummers in your bass drum line, just whoever's better at upbeats, just have them do the upbeats and the other person do the downbeats. It's gonna sound kind of dopey. I think I did that once. There was some parade we were missing a couple of bass drummers, so it was just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Or you can write something cooler than just legato exercise. Doesn't matter. Just have something fast and neat and interesting for the bass drummers to do in these 4 measures. Okay, then we get to the B section, and there's another split part in here for 6 bass drums, which is what I wrote in the music. So every single one of them starts with 1, 2, and that's every single measure. And on the odd number bars, I do this check: 1, 1, 2, 3. And those are 16th notes, just 2s. And on the even bars, I do 4, 4, 5, 6. If you have 5 bass drums, do 1, 1, 2, 3. And then on the even bars, do 3, 3, 4, 5. If you have 4 bass drums, then just do 1, 1, 2, 2. And on the even bars, 3, 3, 4, 4. If you have 3 bass drums, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 2, 2, 3, 3. If you have 2 bass drums, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then 2, 2, 2, 2. And then the cymbal part, I'm not going to demonstrate it because, well, I don't have cymbals. And also, it's really, really easy. I made sure that I notated all the techniques in the sheet music. So as long as you can read quarter notes and 8th notes, you'll be able to figure that out for yourself. Okay, now we'll move on to the other cadence that I use in the background of these videos. So this one is entitled White Boy Smooth. So there's a lot of history behind this cadence. The reason why it's called White Boy, we're gonna go all the way back to when I first started teaching high school band in 2008. I taught at Pittman High School. I was the front ensemble tech, and I taught with my buddy John, who was the battery tech. And that was actually a really fun season teaching that year. It was a really good group of kids and a fun staff to work with, so I will cherish that memory forever. But the main thing I got out of this, the one that I will carry on, is how I came up with the White Boy cadence. So at every single one of these competitions, me and John, we would hear this cadence that another school was playing. And you know, like from a really far distance, you can't really hear anything except the bass drum parts. Well, that was the part we were hearing, and it was really goofy and stupid. And that's the bass drum part that I use in these background cadences. And the joke we had going was that that was the whitest sounding cadence that anyone played, which is a little bit racist, but it's more funny than racist. I say it's 60% funny and 40% racist. So that makes it okay. By the way, the name of the school that played that, I believe it was Toms River North High School. I might be wrong on that. I think I have a video saved somewhere of it. So insert clip here if there is one. So I gotta give credit to that school for actually writing that cadence, and I stole the bass drum part. So anyways, fast forward back to Deptford 2011, the same year I wrote the Foss Hype cadence. I decided to also write another cadence just as a stand groove, you know, to get the crowd once again hyped up and excited that their team was losing. So on the fly, again, I wrote this, and yeah, first thing I thought of was what is some like groove I can write? And of course, the first thing that popped into my head was, what was that really white guy sounding cadence that they played when I taught Pittman? I wrote the bass drum part first, taught it to those guys, and then made up a snare and tenor part to go along with it. And the funny thing is that I had to tell these students that, all right, this cadence is called White Boy Smooth, and 2/3 of this drum line happened to be black. That's not racist, that's a fact. But that made it a whole lot funnier. I guess that is kind of racist. But anyways, the whitest cadence ever was quite a hit amongst the entire football crowd. So I also carried this cadence over to when I taught at University of Delaware, and we enhanced it a little bit to make it what the final product is and what you hear in the background of the videos. Okay, let's break down the snare part for this. So, this is actually kind of hard. It actually wasn't this hard when I originally wrote it for high school, but then when I taught it at University of Delaware, I made it a lot harder than what it originally was. So here's what it is. So you got 1 EN2 on the rim, 2 back sticks, buzz 4 end, and then you have this offset flam tap. I think there's some name for it, I don't remember what it is, but it's basically, so you play 1 EN in the right hand, and then rest ENda in the left hand, 1. So together you got, so slow is right, left flam, left. It's pretty much just relax and play just a triple beat in both hands. And if your snare line doesn't have the chops to play that, you could probably just do this, just right, left. And that'll sound exactly the same, but it won't be quite as cool to play. So then you have a downbeat on 2, followed by a buzz on the end of 2, then 3 stick shots on 3 E end, and then a regular shot on 4. So this whole phrase, I'm going to play it slowly for you. It should sound like this. And that tempo sounds like this. So those 4 bars just keep happening over and over again until you get to the end, the very last repeats. That's going to go to triplets with some accents, followed by 4 and a 1 is floppy flams. And once again, if your snare line doesn't have the chops for that, you could just do triples. Sounds exactly the same, but not quite as fun. Okay, the tenor part is ridiculously easy. So this is what I call the elevator jam, because when I was in the Giants drum line, we would have to take the elevator up and down in the stadium. And we'd be standing there in the elevator all crammed together, and I had my drums up, and then I would just start tapping this groove out with my fingers. Now I'm a legend over there because of that. So this part that I wrote is even easier than that. You're just doing eighth note rim clicks on drum 3 and then just walking up the drums over here. Then we get to the little timbali-ish drum fill, which is shots on drums 1 and 2. So what you can do to spice this up a little bit, you can, instead of just playing straight clicks on the 3 drum rim, you can do shots on the gok drum on 2 and 4. So that'll go like this. Then the last bar of the triplets, super stock, super easy. So the bass drum and cymbal parts are ridiculously easy. I'm not gonna even break them down. If you can read eighth notes and quarter notes, you can play the bass drum or the cymbal part. I made sure to write in all the techniques on the cymbal part as well, so there's no confusion. And once again, this is possible with any amount of bass drums, except for maybe 1. That might be weird trying to do this with just 1 bass drum. But in the recording you're hearing is for 6, and that does 6, 6, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 5, 5, 3, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1. But I think a way that might be a little bit cooler is if you just do split eighth notes up. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. And if you have 5 bass drums, you can do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 4 bass drums just have bass 4 cover the 5 and 4 part for that. So 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. And with 3 bass drums, you can just walk up in quarter note check. So 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's actually my favorite variation of this is with 3 bass drums because it's really cheesy and really white. And that's what we're going for. Really white. It's not racist. If you have 2, I've never done it for 2. I guess you would just have 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. And that 4th bar, every single one will be 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 unison. 4 end is unison. Then the last bar will be the same as that, but with triplets. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3 unison. Unison. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hug that subscribe button and ring that Liberty Bell and slide into a custom t-shirt, such as this one. I'll leave that link in the description. And have a good morning.